Hi, welcome to this short introduction on how to install Paratext. The first thing we need to do is to get the Paratext installer off of the internet. So to do that, you start your browser. I'm using Firefox here, but you could use Google Chrome or Internet Explorer as well. And up here in the title bar, you'll type www.paratext.org, hit enter, and that will take you to the Paratext website. So here we are, and over on the right is where you enter your username and password. Now, in order to create an account, it's actually a rather involved process, and you'll need to involve your tech support person if the data that you have to enter in there is too confusing. So you can click here on Create New Account and see if you can fill that out yourself. Otherwise, feel free to get in touch with your tech support person and they'll get you your username and password as well as your registration code. So this installation example assumes that you've already got that information from your tech support person. So we'll click Login now. Alright, and that takes you into the login page. You see we're logged in as me over here. Now if we go to Downloads, Paratext, and Current, that'll take you to the current version of Paratext. Alright, here are all the instructions on how to go about installing Paratext. Paratext does require .NET 3.5. If you've got Windows 7 or later installed, that should already be working on your computer. If you're still on XP or Vista, it's a separate download. We're not going to demonstrate how to do that right here. If you don't have .NET 3.5 installed, again, I recommend getting in touch with your tech support person. We're going to assume that it is installed on your machine, and so we're going to move on to the next step, which is installing Paratext 7.3 itself. So you'll see it says click here to download the Paratext installation package, so we'll click there. And that'll bring up the download window. Your download window might look a little bit different than mine, but in principle, it'll offer to save the file. We'll say OK. And chances are it's downloading that into your downloads folder. So we can see here it's downloading. So we'll sit and wait until that's done. Meet and continue on the other side. Alright, so now the download is complete. We've grabbed the Paratext installer from the internet and it's now saved on your computer. Chances are it's in the downloads folder. There's a couple of ways to get there. One way is to go to your Windows Explorer down here on the left. Bring that up, click on your Downloads folder, and if we look in here, we can see here's the Paratext 7.3 install.zip. So that's the file that you're looking for. Now it is compressed, that's what this .zip means. So before we continue with installation, we need to uncompress it. To do that, you can right-click and say Extract All. That'll offer you where to extract it. You can just accept the default and say extract. Alright, that'll bring up a window showing you the new folder that it's created called Paratext 7.3. You can double click that and that should bring up these two files. The setup Paratext 7 framework.exe file is the one that we're interested in, so we will double click that one. Alright, and now I'm not sure if you can see this on the video, but it's asking me whether I want to allow the following program to make changes to this computer, and you say yes. That's a security question to make sure that it's not some malicious program running this file. Alright, now we'll click our way through this wizard. Most of the time that just means clicking next, 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 install, and now it'll go ahead and install. Once again, you just kind of sit and wait for it to complete. Alright, so finally Paratext will have finished installing. You can click the Finish button here, and now Paratext is actually installed on your computer. It'll put a link on your desktop that you can use to start the program, or it also puts it in your Start menu here that you can use to start the program, or finally it also creates a folder down under here, Paratext, Paratext 7. Any of those places can be used to actually start Paratext. So we'll go ahead and start it from the menu here, Paratext 7. And now this will probably look just a little bit different than for most of you because I already had Paratext installed before I reinstalled it. And so it didn't ask me for my registration code. So normally in this process, it will bring up a dialog that asks you for your username and your registration code, which you should have received after registration from your tech support person. That window is fairly straightforward. You'll just enter your name in the top field and then the registration code, including the spaces in the second line. Then when you hit OK, you should see a screen similar to mine that should then allow you to work in Paratext as you used to. Alright, so I hope that helps. If it doesn't, you can get in touch, as always, with your tech support person. Don't hesitate to ask, and maybe we can do a remote control session with you and your computer and help get you up and running. Alright, thanks for your time. I hope that was helpful.